Peace, world. How you doing? It's your brother Mikey Fever, NYP Talk Show, hip hop panel and culture. I got the good brothers with me, Clip, Shawnee, and Trev. I don't know where Trev is at.
I don't know. It just shoving the atmosphere somewhere. There you go.
Right, there you
Hey,
go.
little one.
What's up, baby?
We got company today. We got
Hi.
Yeah, we gotta keep it PG. Peace, baby. How you doing? I'm happy to see you, fellas, man. It felt like forever, man. How y'all doing, man?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
good,
good,
man. I'm
man. Just
good.
laugh.
Can't
I'm just laughing
complain.
at the entertainment of the world today.
Entertainment. Yo, there's too much going on, man. Too much going on.
Way too much.
I'm happy to have you brothers with me, man. We see a lot of tomfoolery taking place. But before we jump into the madness, what's going on in music today? Trev. I meant Trev, Clip. What's
Ain't
new?
too much. Ain't really too much. I mean, we all know that what's it called dropped an album. What's my man name? Playboy Cardi.
Oh,
You know,
word.
yeah, he dropped the album. The whole talk about the album is Kendrick's verse, but
A one topic album.
And one
Okay.
time ago,
Okay. Okay. I got you.
Kendrick fired off on that again.
Kendrick, Kendrick let Drake know it. Let's stop playing, dog. I can talk this. Drop.
Yeah.
Like,
Another lawsuit.
yeah, another lawsuit. Speaking of that, the G Perico and DJ Drama dropped a single, called Commas. Slim Thug and Propane. Shout out to Slim Thug. Shout out to Houston, Texas. The North Texas. You already know North Houston. Shout out to that. I love Slim Thug. It's probably my
Slim
favorite.
Thug, that dude.
That's my favorite Houston rapper next to Scarface. To me, right? That's my personal favorite. As we know, ain't really much come out last week. So
Yo,
Dano,
when that Will Smith joint drop?
next week.
What's we got album coming out?
Yeah, Will Smith got an
Yes,
album
sir.
coming. I'm gonna check it because I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I'm a Will
It's gonna be
Smith fan.
fire.
I'm a fan.
Word.
I'm not gonna sit here and front
Word.
we come
Word.
from I'm showing my age now, but I used to play that Rock the House album in my cassette tape religiously.
Until your tape
You know,
pop.
you know what I'm saying? When he was on there with Jazzy Jeff and he had my man that was doing the beatbox and he was rapping over the beatbox. Like I go that far with Will Smith. People forget Will Smith was hot at one point. He was
Yeah, he was.
Yo,
smoking hot.
people forget
Grammy
that
win.
Will
He
Smith is
boycott.
hip hop. They
Yeah.
no, they
Boycott the
forget Will
Grammys.
Smith is hip hop. They forget
Yeah.
that. They forget he's actually like no nonsense. He's actually the leader of this thing. Like
Yeah,
on the low, he's the
the
leader
first
of this
rapper.
thing.
He's the first rapper from our culture, from the hood of Philly, to get a Grammy. He's the
Yeah,
first
he's
one
the
in hip
leader.
hop.
Yeah, the first one to go into acting and really like we had people from the culture that was in movies, but the movie was based around the culture. Fresh Prince of Bel Air was not based around the culture, and he really flexed his muscles. Like he went crazy. Yo, you remember that episode when his pops came and left him, and he had to
Yo.
sit there.
Yeah.
Hell, that Dre still bring tears to my eyes. I
Yeah.
saw that
Why
I was
don't
a
you like
kid.
that? Yo.
Why he don't love me,
Yo,
yo?
real talk. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
He's the man.
I'm
You
gonna
ain't
give you a
like
big old house. Give me a wife.
for those who had
Yo,
fathers that was doing that
Yeah.
touched me. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people don't get it. Like if you understand that dynamic, that shit hit home, B. Like
yeah, it hit hard.
Well, let's
It
not
hit
forget
hard.
he stuck to the culture. 'Cause remember he shot out Tragedy Gaddafi. He said, "Yo, play that intelligent hoodlum." I'm like, yo, what was talking about intelligent hoodlum,
because
bro?
Will Smith
Nah, Will Smith is the
is the
culture.
culture. That's what
Yeah.
people be
He is the
forgetting. Right? He's the
culture.
culture.
Yeah.
You know
He
how
just
much
got
hip
so
hop.
far ahead
Yeah, he
that
did.
people forget. And then you know what's the craziest part about it too? The other part, like I like to say you got to hustle to be a part of the culture. A lot of people like to, give Diddy or give Hove. Yo, your man was $4 million in the hole when he did French Prince of Bel Air. You talk about
Yeah.
hustling to get back where you need to be at, and then he dropped Summertime. Knock it off, yo.
Sometimes a forever classic, bro.
Knock it off, man. Then he dropped
And here's the thing.
Summertime,
He dropped
man.
Summertime, and people thought Rakim wrote it, and Rakim didn't write it. He wrote it.
Yeah.
Nah, Kim didn't right. Hey, people was saying that because it got that Rakim kind of
Cadence.
flow, but so
Yeah.
what? You know what I'm saying? So what? That was the beat, and that's how he decided to attack it. But that's all
Got
with
the greatest
2 miles
summertime
an
record we've
hour,
ever
so
heard in our
everybody
lives.
sees you.
Yeah,
He got
man.
the greatest summertime record with the greatest summertime bar. 2 miles
Yes.
an hour.
Let's
so
let's not front.
everybody
Let's stop
sees
fronting
you.
like Jiggy getting jiggy with it was not
Listen,
you was
I
not
was a-
off to
But
that.
those, but yo,
Listen.
but the later album got Nas pen involved in it too.
Yeah.
That Big
Big
Willie
Willie
style
style.
and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Big Willie, yeah.
that's Nas pen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not, and that's why I'm really looking forward to this.
Trev, we can't hear you, Trev.
Did y'all read the book?
Yeah, I got the book. I got the book right here.
Now,
That's what I'm saying. I'm a Will Smith guy. I'm not ashamed because people try to have this thing where Will is like some cornball. Like,
Nah, he's
no,
not.
Will
Nah,
is
he's
a
not. Nah.
Will is a. I ain't hear nobody ever run down and try Will. I never heard him try
Never.
to be somebody he wasn't. Like he
I
never
seen
tried
Will
to play the
smack somebody.
thug role. Yeah, he never
Yeah.
tried to play
Not only
the
Chris
thug
Rock.
role.
Not only Chris Rock. He slapped that paparazzi.
Yeah, that's a
one time.
fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Gave him a little pat.
Yeah.
But nah, I think Shawnee, you need to read the book because he wrote that summertime song in the airport before his flight. It was on. As a matter of fact, it was a layover, and he just so happened to have a beat with him. What do you say? He had the beat. He had his headphones, and he wrote that joint waiting to get back on the plane. That's how fast that shit came
That's
out. It was
fire.
a classic.
That was meant to be. Yo, that vibe was meant to be on the planet. Because
Nah, yeah, you
if
gotta
it came
read the
that
book,
fast
though.
and it's still here, that's amazing.
What's that
I
dude
will,
name?
yo.
What's that dude name he did a remix with? I think I'm Will Smith. Joining Lucas.
Oh, that's Joyner Lucas.
Yo, when I heard Will verse on that, I'm like, yo, dude went off on that.
But you
Yo,
gotta
he went
remember,
off
Will
on that
is
joint
still
with
a fan.
Jaden Smith too. He
We
went
also
off on
gotta
that
shout
joint
out-
with Jaden Smith. He went
We
off
also
on that
gotta
too.
Yeah. Outside of Will, we got to give a happy birthday to Queen Latifah. She's 55.
Oh, yeah. Happy, yeah.
Yeah.
AKA Jugs.
Hold on.
Hey, yo.
This is New York perspective. Hold on. This is New York perspective, but we got to announce some things. Today was
She's
the
from
day.
Jersey, so that's cousin.
Today was the day that Wild Style was released.
Wow.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Wild
Yo,
Style.
said to hit it now. You slacking, Mikey. That's called for the applause. That's
Oh
called for the
shoot!
applause.
See, I don't. You know what I'm saying? You get the reloaded. I don't got the applause.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like today is a real important day. My fault. Today is a real important day for hip hop. So like, you know what I'm saying? We got the greatest female rapper in the history of hip hop birthday. I'm not saying the most lyrical. I'm saying the greatest female rapper. We have not seen a
not
female
debating that.
rapper like Queen Latifah who's had a career like Queen Latifah.
I'll double down. I'll double down. Who lyrically? I heard.
Some
her,
people say
I heard
Lauren.
her- No,
I think- no, you know what it is?
I heard Queen Latifah rap on that. I think it was like around the 50th anniversary.
With K Slate.
I heard her drop dogs.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
bodied it, too.
Dogs.
You
Yo,
right,
and
you right.
not even a K Slade joint. She did another one.
She did one with Rhapsody. Went crazy.
Yeah, she did another one, and that's I ain't gonna lie, them joints literally. I literally was in my living room in tears, dog, because it was just so wonderful to see that she still got it. Like, you understand, to see that's another leader in our culture who just got so far ahead that people just stopped looking because it was no catching her no more, and she was doing things
Yeah,
that
she was.
other people just could not do. If it was the acting, can you name another female rapper that was acting outside of Lauryn Hill in the beginning? Because Lauryn Hill stopped acting after a while. None. Did you see? Hold on. If you seen this, you're gonna cry. Did you see Gang of Roses? Who in Little Kim?
Oh God, bro.
Why?
Tubi before
Why?
Tubi. That was a Tubi before Tubi.
I mean, the female rappers that we had that was like in you know that was really like acting probably was what Queen Latifah, Yo-Yo, Latifah. I mean, Lauryn Hill,
Yeah, we running low. Lauren.
Eve, and Nicki Minaj.
But yo, you know what the thing about women though?
in
Oh, and
Lady of
Lady of Rage.
Rage.
And Lady of Rage.
In Lady of
Area Rage,
Rage.
another one.
Oh,
But I
Another
don't
nah,
think
big
but
joint.
none of their careers stack up. None of them actually had leading roles or
Yeah.
actually wrote and produced the movie. And none of y'all got that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, none of y'all got that. If anything, it's probably just Han Will Smith and LL Cool J
And they've
who
been
got
doing
something
it.
like that
If you really
here.
want to get technical, her and Will Smith came out around. Latifah
Same
and Will
time.
Smith basically started acting around the same
Same
time.
time, yeah.
And matter of fact, if not for nothing, a lot of Queen Latifah's first acting roles were in
Fresh
Fresh
Prince.
Prince of
Precious
Bel Air,
Bel Air.
Exactly. That's what
That's
I'm
a
saying.
fact. Yeah.
where
So
she was
Will is the
playing
culture.
yeah, Will is the culture. All he had to do was come out with some clothes. If Will would have came out with some clothes, it'd have been
no, no,
over.
no, 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 no. Let's different.
It's
Some Fresh Prince of Bel Air clothes, some
No,
spray
no,
paint
no,
clothes.
no.
Well, hey,
Because
I wear that
nah,
now.
nah, you got to think about it. With the women artists, women back then came so far in between. So you had time to listen to MC Light. You had time to listen to Miss Melody. So by the time Queen Latifah came out, that's really all you heard. You know what I'm saying? With dudes, it's a bunch of us. You know what I'm saying? Even today, like it's
But
so
what
many
about like
they
Salt
do
and
now.
Pepper and
Exactly.
Salt and Pepper.
what
Miss Melody. Yeah,
and,
Miss
and,
Melody.
and
Yeah.
hold
You
on.
got
Money in the
JJ
middle.
We just was
Fad.
talking about Angie Stone and Angie Stone crew. There was a lot of female rappers out
Miss
at
P.
it actually was a lot more like even at
It's a
that
lot
time
more
than
than
it
it's a
is
lot more than
now.
we give credit to. That's the problem with women.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
that
yeah.
they at the time they didn't give everybody the chance at the same time, so we was able to hear them and really digest them. So when you
Mm.
see Queen Latifah go from music to rap, and
Mhm.
these you gotta really think about it. The females are more fans and appreciate the rap culture than the men, I think,
Yeah, they
because
buy
they had to
albums.
really
I
they
believe
buy
that.
albums and then they really had to prove themselves. So they wasn't slacking. So you had Lawrence, you had
Rob
Latifah's,
Diggers and all of them.
you had all that. So all that was hip hop, and you really had to hold your own. Kim was the one that really just took it left when it came to hip hop because
It was
she
Biggie's
was
pen.
getting naked and all that. But
Mhm.
for the women, like for us, we digested them well because they didn't oversaturate the hip hop like they do now. Everybody just
I
twerking
think
now,
that's true. Yeah,
and then
yeah. I
women
see
put
your point.
people on because Queen Latifah put on what's my
Money
crush
in the
name?
middle.
Only in the middle.
And
Oh
she
my lord!
had
And
a
she
crush
I
on
was
him.
still
like,
and she still fine as
man, I
And she
saw
still
her
could
in
get it.
concert
And she
last
she's
still could
summer,
get it.
still
and
fine as
yeah,
ever, yo.
And she
I was
still could
mad.
get
She
it.
married though.
Word.
She just got
I don't
married.
care.
It don't
I
matter.
told her she was fine. I was
He
like, yo,
said I told kid it don't matter.
nah,
It don't. It don't.
listen, respect to her marriage, but I told Moni Love personally, I said, yo, you are the
And
oh
yo, her
Yo.
husband
He got
is
that
down
off
with the
his
Nation
chest in
of
his
Islam.
lifetime. That's
This
wonderful.
shit, yeah. That's all you're gonna hear when I'm
because
coming.
no, because no, believe it or not, Moni Love is super cool,
Yeah.
super down to earth. But I had to let her know, like, yo, you was one of the ones for me growing up. Like, I'm gonna keep it a
Word.
buck with
You
you.
met her before? You told her that?
Yeah. Yeah, I told her that. I said, keep it a
Yo,
buck. I
you
said,
need
listen, when I was a kid, I was a kid. I said, yo, when I was a kid, you was one of, I'm not saying you ain't beautiful now, but when I was a kid, I had the biggest crush on you. You was one of the
yo, I
You,
thought
you,
it
you
was
know
just
what?
for
You
me.
want to confess? I'm gonna confess. I went to Jones Beach to see Erica Badu. Badu, if you watching this, I'm the one who threw my phone number on the stage. I took like a cigarette carton,
I
put
took
my
a
name on the inside of
shot.
Newport, tossed it on stage. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
That was-
it ain't too. But yeah, it ain't too much. It ain't too much music really out. You know what I mean? The same stuff that was out the week before is basically out now. It ain't really much that dropped right now.
Mhm.
The talk in hip hop is still Kendrick Lamar.
Of
That's
course, man.
crazy. That
Still,
that's because he didn't even give a whole lot of bars on that song. He just pop pop.
But the funny
He's like,
thing is,
yeah.
he's on. But they talk about that one song, but he's on 3 songs on that album.
Hmm. Yo, you
Wow,
see your man
that's
academics
cheating.
was tight because everybody was focused on Kendrick with that party album.
And now you got Kanye West doing his bipolar rants right now,
He
throwing
No,
can't
but
shots
let
get
me
at
no
tell
niggas.
yo.
you,
He can't get no money if his man ain't popping, or if Kendrick. That's how he get his money now, right? If his man ain't popping, then
Mhm.
he get his train off of hating on Kendrick now. That's how he get his train. Hate on
but I
Kendrick.
think I
It's
think
nasty.
he addressed his mental health though on this one. On one of them last few tweets, I think a couple hours ago, He say he felt like killing himself a few times. This is like
Mhm.
the first time in a long time since his mom passed. He didn't have no suicide thoughts. So I think we're getting somewhere when it's coming to this goddamn mental health. I feel like this: the hip hop industry for men is a mental illness
Mhm.
because I I could I'm gonna reference back to Biggie's "Ready to Die" and then "Life After Death." You know what I'm saying? "Ready to Die" is like the outside looking in, thinking that everything that glitters is gold. And then life after death is like, oh shit, I'm here. It ain't what I expected it to be. I
Mhm.
didn't expect to lose friends and family and go through all this nonsense over some words, over some lyrics. You know what I mean? So I think when you think about the culture, we created the culture, but the industry really, I think it killed off the culture. And it's
Got
giving
it.
people a mental illness when you think about it because it's really detrimental to your mind and your body.
Now
Just
Right.
I can agree with what you're saying.
you know what I'm
I never opted to look at it in that manner. But if you chase something now that's gonna take you off the planet before you can reap the benefits of it, then
saying?
that's yeah.
And then
There's
you got to
yeah.
think about like the moment you become some people don't even expect to be like look at Nas. Nas didn't expect to create Illmatic and then just become one of the greatest lyricists ever. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You go from that and then once you become this icon and this fame, automatically, yo, we got to get you out there. You got to start touring. They got to see you. They got to. There's no
You get
rest.
burnt out.
No health insurance. None of that shit for your mental. It ain't until you have enough money to say, yo, I gotta take a break. You know what I'm saying? Or at least when you have a moment, a down moment, and your joints ain't selling, it's like, oh snap, now I can breathe and actually see, I can enjoy a little bit of this money. And if not, I can't take a break too long because then I don't want to die out. So it's
But
like a catch-22 with this whole industry thing.
just to get on topic, and I appreciate what you said. It's a fact. Mental health, brothers. Take care of mental health, my black brothers out there. Let's get into this whole. So speaking of mental health, Hassan Campbell and Maino situation. What is
Yo,
going on?
yo, Hassan, man, I don't know. Like Clip said, Ben Bada broke up with him. He
I
thought he
said it
was gonna.
earlier.
That was you. That's here.
Yo, I died
Yo,
when I read that. He say dumped him. He got mad.
yo, Hassan was a side chick. He thought he was a main, and it bothered him. And now that's all he got now. It's
Let me
crazy.
tell you who Hassan Campbell is what we call back in the day, and I don't want to sound offensive to nobody, but he's the retarded kid in the projects.
But he used to leave him alone.
Yeah, he was the bug out. You know the kid that be
He
retarded.
said
He
leave
You all
him.
know
Bruh.
you know the
Don't.
kid from the projects that just everybody
don't bother
cool with
him.
him,
Yo, nah.
but he just
Don't
bugged
even
out,
snap
and it's
with him.
like he been a bug
Don't
out his
buy
whole
him.
life. Nobody pay him no
Don't pay him
attention.
no
Bruh.
attention.
He just a bug out in the hood. That's all he really. Because think about it,
Bruh.
he's a bug out until he go too far, and somebody in the hood got to set him straight, and then he go back and doing what he do. But he's a bug out. Like we
Like,
all have those that one bug out in the projects. We all know. I was one dude in my neighborhood. He's a bug out. He was slightly retarded. We knew he was slightly retarded, and it's nothing against retarded people, but it's you try to be something that you really ain't, and we know that you bugged out. But the difference between Hassan is he's bugged out, and he's a homosexual. No disrespect, but that's what he is.
yo,
Yo,
let's
he
go.
want to
Like,
be a
let's go
gangster.
back
He
to his
trying to be a
story.
king.
From what he came out what over 10 years ago, right? And he alleged
He came up with the
that Bam,
videos, right?
that Bambaataa, yeah, he started off, going on
The
his
Alpo
media tour
videos. He
saying that
killing him.
Bambaataa violated him from when he was a teenager, and that he didn't actually penetrate him. I have never used this term before. He said he died him. I don't know what died is, but he said the guy died him. Whatever. And it's
Got
not
you.
funny
No,
because
You
God.
put his meat between your thighs like that. Like
yeah,
that's
I
crazy.
but
Pause.
listen, because we know Bambaataa, we know like in the hood there are a lot of predators that are running around that should not be there, right? And
Yeah.
for him to prey upon a young man who probably was very malleable, to me, I don't care what ages you're a teenager when this happened. You should not continue going back. But then he said he has Stockholm syndrome.
I don't believe that. Here's
Yeah.
my thing.
I don't know, but
I don't believe it because he screamed he the wild goon, crazy guy from the hood that get busy. This is out of his own mouth.
Mm-hmm.
From what I know about the BX and cats being 15 years old in the BX, violation is not tolerated on no level.
Why you had to put your hat on the side to say that?
Because you got to see my face when I say this.
It's about to get hip hop.
Yeah.
Violation is not tolerated.
Yeah.
I knew at 15, I knew that I'm not attracted to men. I knew this.
Exactly.
Right? And at 15, I'm still, even if you're bigger than me, pause, right? And you tougher than me, pause. At 15, I knew you wasn't just going to sexually assault me without some sort of fight. Like I don't know what type of 15-year-old you are.
I don't know because you had a lady that get died. Like, yo, I don't. You know what? Let's make this. We're gonna brush on pause. We're gonna talk about this, but to get died, like to go through the process to take your pants down and Bam is sweating this. Zoom, 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 zoom. Then he's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Then yo, that's wild, bro. No, I'm not trying to be funny.
So
let me ask
you said zoom. What you mean? You're not trying to be funny. What you
no,
like
did y'all see him on what's Matt Papa's podcast?
My expert opinion.
Yeah. Do you remember when Hassan was on there, he was like, yo, I went to Bambaataa house. It was some other dudes there in the living room or whatever. And then somebody told him, oh, you just been Bambaataa or something, like, yo, you want us now, like you down with the cat. We all been touched.
He said you been Bambaataa.
Hold on. He said he knocked on the door. He said he knocked on the door. The house smelled wild crazy, and cat's palms was mad sweaty. What? Now I'm out of here. I'm not staying. Why would you continue to walk in? I'm not walking into a funky house.
First things first.
My thing is this: people, instead of Hassan Campbell, we say this with love, brother. He needs to go out there and seek some help, get some therapy, because there's a lot going on in his mental that he's dealing with. As Maino said, a lot of demons, a lot of confliction taking place there. Because, your manhood, somebody violated you.
When you awaken, your manhood will be taken.
Yo, bro.
Taking like you shaking when I'm in the
bars. Yo, we're gonna get banned. You know, listen.
Hey, yo, the monetization off, bro.
Listen, I ain't got nothing against homosexual community. I ain't got nothing against them. It's him. It's just him.
Because I see he's passionate about black people. Yeah.
But here's the kicker about that. Is it that because like you can't be passionate about the folk and be super thug?
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't work.
You have to pick, right? It doesn't work. So the idea of you taking a situation and one that you were hiding for a while and then put it out, and that could be therapeutic in one way, and then to get paid off of it is another thing. But I believe it becomes a problem when now you have to create more content. Now there's a problem, right? Because if you did it at first, you needed to get it off your chest, you needed to be heard, so on and so forth. Okay, I get it, right? And it's a little too late to pursue any type of legal action. So perhaps you, like I said, you get your financial burdens off, or off the internet, get your little residuals, and okay, but now what though? Like what now? Like, you know what I'm saying? You go far, like you put the costume on, you dress pretty well, but then you have. But I'm saying though, I'm talking about like the thumbnail, right? Like in the beginning, right? He'll be fresh, and then he'll be holding like an axe or something like that.
Yeah, what's that about?
What's the axe for? Like, what? He said it won't happen again. I tell you what.
Can we begin?
They won't have
Shall we go
that.
there?
Shall we? It's like okay, bro. You had a grace period where it was, and that's why I was saying, right? Like, if it was about
Yes.
correcting wrongs and fighting demons and stopping others from being violated, there's a whole nother path you could have took. There's a whole nother broad path that a lot of people are scared to take, right?
Mhm.
And you could have, if you was willing to trailblaze, why not do that? Why not take it that way? Where people would have respected it and understood, and you would have been speaking for a demographic of people who are very silent. You'd have gave off a lot of power, but
Good point.
instead,
That's a good
yeah,
point.
but instead you chose to monetize the pain further, and that's where issues start to rise. That's how you end up getting shot 8:30 in the morning.
Damn,
Yeah,
it's so
who goes to
early.
the project early in the morning screaming at the top of their lungs, talking about come downstairs, I'll pop your grandmother. What?
Yeah, yo, and bro, the crazy thing about it, right? Here's, here's the thing that got.
In the car, got shot, B.
Here's the wild part about it, right? Like a lot of these internet people fall in love with personalities. Like one minute he's speaking about black on black violence, doing better in the hood, but the thing that bothered me was his insensitivity for the victim's family. They turned off the little boy's TV. Like, bro, you can't be saying stuff like that. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, somebody just lost their
What was that
child.
in reference to? What was that
But
in
that's
reference
the
to?
Like in general, like say a young man that's gang banging, he would say things like they turned the little TV off.
Gotta
Get it? All
stop
right.
box rocks.
Yeah, it's not box work.
Man.
Like, bro, unfortunately,
Oh, I get you.
unfortunately,
And then he would bash the gay community and the trans community. Meanwhile, your son is a tranny. And there's no
wow.
your son is part of that community.
see, but that's the bipolar. That's the bipolar that's in him because one minute you're cool or you seem normal, and then in any given moment you're flipping and turning up on people. You know what I'm saying? That all comes from what Bambaataa did.
I just
He,
want to see him
he,
fight.
it's not about even fighting at this point. He really need to go get some psychiatric
He
help.
do, but I want to see him fight so somebody could just beat his brains and knock him back.
Because not
to normal.
because first he was attacking Jim
Pause.
Jones. Then
He
he
tagging
went
Jim Jones, Alpo, all them
hold
killers
him.
from the '80s.
And
All them dudes
now
who got
Maino.
done.
I don't think he understand who Maino is. Maino, I remember Maino Smack DVD Maino. I met Maino before. Would
Man,
run
him
down
cool
on
though.
cats.
He
Yeah,
cool
mad
though.
cool.
He'll beat you up.
He'll beat you like
Yeah,
remember
he cool if you ain't acting silly.
yeah, because remember his
That's
his
normal
thing.
New York City shit. Just
Yeah,
chill
hey,
out.
that's
Yo,
old school Brooklyn Brawler way. To
remember
be
his
honest
theme
with you.
called "The Hand of God"? Like when he ran up
Mhm.
on dudes and he just
The God remember
yeah, bro,
that.
like he was like, "I'm gonna put the hand of God on you." So and that
Y'all
might
saw
be
when he
Yo,
slapped Young Berg, right?
huh?
Y'all
huh?
remember when he slapped Young Berg in the
Of
club,
course,
right?
yeah, of course.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, when
Slap
he
young
beat up
bird. He
little
put hands on
C's
little
too.
C's.
Bro, he put hands on little
What was
C's
that
too.
rapper? What was that rap? I think his name was S.A. Bunk or something like that.
Yeah,
With duck face. Yeah, him. He beat him up. They washed him in the club. they
I seen
didn't
that video.
wash
That
him.
was
Yeah,
hysterical, bro.
Maino not playing it. He not playing. And then you know what's a funny thing? You know what?
Shout out to NA Rock.
And don't like I'm not the biggest like lyrically I'm not the biggest Maino fan lyrically, but for the culture, right? For the work ethic, yo, I love Maino, bro. Like
Yeah,
he did his time, right? And it was like a lot of people don't put their seconds and minutes together well, right? And
hmm
he took his time, put his seconds and minutes and hours together very well, came out with a game plan
yeah. He's
and
been
put
winning
it the
since.
work. And he's never looked back ever since then. He just been working. He never like reached like a super level, but it don't matter. He's still a household name in his city. Like in
Yeah,
every borough in his city, he is a household name, yo.
that's a
You know,
fact.
it is a fact. And then it's like when you a dude who been through one thing, you not supposed to talk crazy to dudes who been through things another way. Like that's just like especially Maino, right? Because Maino spent time in a place where people who live like you get shunned. Like you get what I'm saying? That's where he come from. He spent 9, 10 years in a place like that where so when he's looking at what you saying, he's looking at individuals that he's probably seen himself that's been through what you've been through. He know what you've been through from another perspective. He's seen it before.
Yeah, he's seen you as the guy that won't come out his cell. If he goes
This
back
is
to
what
that
I'm trying to
mentality. Yeah.
say. Yo, I remember one time, like, young and wilder. I was on a boat. You take your island, your boat to the island. Then you go up top or whatever,
Yo,
whatever.
y'all
And
can
there
hear
was
me?
this one
Yeah, we
kid.
get you.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, cool.
It was this
Cause I
one
can't hear Sean.
kid. You can hear me?
My internet acting crazy. I don't know why.
Damn.
Oh man.
Okay.
Um. So this one kid, he was on the top tier with me in the cellar cross, and in the nighttime he would be yelling, screaming, "Yo, get off me! Yo, get off me! Yo!" Like. And in the daytime he was mad, jumpy, very defensive or whatever, whatever. So one day this other dude ended up coming in, and we chatting or whatever, whatever. The next night the kid went through the night terrors again. And it just so happened that the kid who just walked in was bidding with him on they last go around. And he
Oh
was like,
man.
yo, on his last go round, he got violated.
Oh
Mm.
You see
man.
what I'm saying?
Oh
So
man.
it's like this is the type of thing that stick with. Like imagine going through that one time, being put in putting yourself in a predicament that you put yourself in that predicament, and then going through it again. And like it's a hellish mentality. So I
It's a,
could
Phew.
appreciate the pain that he going through, but you beefing with somebody who truly understand what you're going through. You don't want
Yeah.
him to start talking.
Exactly. Because this is what I'm saying. The act of, I don't know if you can say on YouTube, sexual violation is a terrible thing that any man or woman should go through.
Facts.
Little boy, because that somebody taking away your innocence, your holiness, you're sovereign over your body. To take that away from you is an insult. I think people in
That's a
their
boy.
mind.
That's when it's time to grab the Hulk.
Yo, listen, yo, why you Clip? I get no, it's true. Nobody. I don't think he was protected. I believe Hassan was not protected.
Nah, because you know why I can't respect Hassan? Because he said Bambaataa tried to do it to a little young Latin kid, and that little Latin kid poked Bambaataa up. Like I'm not playing these games.
The
Some people
Hispanics are nice with the knife, though. Hispanics are nice with the knife. They
what
get
I'm
busy with
saying
that
is
knife.
this is New York City, bro. Like New York City, we at 15, you knew you had to be on edge just for your cats in your age group. We had to be on
Yeah.
point.
Yo,
Yeah,
let me tell you something.
And it's in the
Bambaataa
Bronx
was what?
too. On top of that,
What?
come on, B.
That was what? 80 between 85 and 89, maybe.
hmm
Right.
Oh,
So you got to
Mm-hmm.
think about it. That was the gladiator era when you really, even if you lost the fight, you had to get busy just to say, yo, he
he
will fight.
went for his. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But he lost. You know what I'm saying? And then you get more respect that way. And I feel what you're saying, Clip. Like something got to happen. Like
my
something got
thing
to
is
happen.
is too. So supposedly everybody in Bronx River knew he was on this type of time, and
Nobody did it.
ain't no adults pressed this. Like, I don't care if you a black spade or not. You violate my child, my nephew.
Yo,
Off with your
it's a
head.
very, very weird time, yo. That's a
you know
very
what it is?
weird time,
That's a
yo.
that's a taboo within our community because people don't want to speak about it because it's shame, it's embarrassing whatsoever. So it's a taboo that needs to be cured. But in the case of Hassan Campbell, 1 minute as the brother Shawnee said earlier, you can't be online talking for the upliftment for people, then you're attacking other brothers that's trying to make a wave. If you don't agree
Man,
with what they're doing, leave them alone. Because then you're gonna crack jokes, you're gonna say something disrespectful to them, they're gonna crack jokes on you, and you're gonna even go even more crazier. Because I never heard the term died before. This is the first time ever in my life I'm hearing about something that died.
none of us heard it. We from New York.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never,
yeah,
Hey,
He
because
so I
died
never
got
you.
to
heard of
What do
that.
die.
you
No,
mean
he
he
did.
died
He
you?
died.
Well, he basically he didn't penetrate. He just put his meat between my thighs. What?
Well, that sounds like that was traumatizing enough. Like,
First off,
you know what I'm
first off,
saying?
no,
That
no. But my
sound
thing
like
is,
that
my thing
did
is
enough
this.
damage
I
in its
got,
own right
I got
there.
so many
Like,
questions on how this happened. So you watched him pull his pants down. Like you watched him pull his pants down. You ain't give no fight. You just you ain't say yo what you doing. Fuck out of here. You ain't do none of that. None of that happened. Like hold on, what's going on here? Like what? No halt, stop, wait, hold
see, and
on.
that's where everybody else has to start looking at it. Like, you put yourself in that. Like, yo, listen, I know, I had a friend who went in that direction. He knew from when he was young. You know who he used to hang out with? Older people who was already in that direction. Like, that from what I've seen seems to be like a part of that culture. Not in no, and I don't want to make it seem like in a predatory way, but more or less in like a showing you the path in a way that the society is not gonna show. You're not gonna know how to live like this if you don't learn from us. And it starts and it develops there, but then it goes a little further sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably more times than often. It goes a little further. You know what I'm saying?
My
Yo,
thing
but
is
you
you
know what?
kept going back to homie crib after he did this. You just kept going back.
Stockholm
That's my
syndrome.
point.
Yeah.
That's my no, not Stockholm syndrome. Don't you can't blame it on Stockholm syndrome
Nah, you
because he
just
No.
kept
didn't
going
kidnap
back.
you. He didn't initially barge in on you and hold you in where you was and then treated you well. That's Stockholm syndrome. People be misusing that
Yeah. Now
term
you,
like crazy.
I get what you're saying, Shorty. But listen,
He said,
Yeah,
"Yo, I
you
used to go to
misusing the
band."
but
term.
that's
You went
those are
back,
his
bro.
words.
I used to go to
But he
Willingly,
band.
he went
misused the
back willingly.
terminology. But
I
he
used to go back.
misused
I
the
used to go to band
terminology,
house
though.
when
Is
my
what
mother
I'm
was getting
saying.
on my
He,
nerves.
he
What?
went back willingly. He
Yeah,
went
You
back
went
willingly,
you went
back
back.
willingly.
so he wanted to
You
get thigh.
went back with
Yeah, you got more than thighs,
that's
man.
the whole point, bro. See, you probably being conflicted from early. You know what I'm saying? Seeing somebody who will show you the way. It probably just been because a lot of people, I would imagine, I've heard people who accept themselves but and still say they live wrong in the eyes of God. So there's always some type of
Mm,
conflict there.
that's what I'm saying. He's
Or
conflicted right
or
now.
even or even when you accept yourself in totality. This is what I've heard or what I've witnessed in my life.
So to add to that,
People
so what
can
you said, hold your thought. My bad, my brother.
no,
What
go
you said
ahead.
was so such a driving point. So basically, the confliction, as we mentioned earlier, and you just said it, put it perfectly well. That's why he's over exerting that male force. Like, I'm tough because he's like, yo, he's broken,
But we
literally.
don't
You
believe you.
conflicted,
The
Yeah,
tough dudes don't believe you. We don't
but
believe you.
it's not even a
I'm not even
matter of
tough. I
making
just
the
don't believe you.
world believe him, Clip. It's a matter of him making himself believe him so he
yes,
could get up tomorrow.
He a
yeah.
bug
Because
out.
he's the one who yeah, but he's the one who's put himself in the victim's shoes. or
Hmm.
or to hide himself from, excuse me, perhaps what he really wanted in the first place.
he
So
wanted.
that's why I brought up
He
that
was in love with
conflict. That
Bam. Bro.
no, but I can understand. I could believe that. No, I could, yo, bro. I like, in all honesty, all jokes to the side, all jokes to the side. Like,
God,
I could
God is
believe
serious
that.
here.
Like,
This is crazy.
I could honestly believe that, and this is why you kept going back. You saw a fatherly figure. You saw something different, so you kept going back. Your mom's is getting on your nerves. You going to his house, huh?
Yo, you know what's crazy? Because Ben wasn't even getting no money to give you anything but to tie you. That's crazy. Yo, yo,
Yo, this
yo,
Hey, yo,
yo,
what?
yo, respect,
yo,
no
yo,
disrespect to Puff. At least Puff
Yo,
was able to
I
pay out.
can't.
At least
yo.
Puff was able to give you a couple of dollars. Ben was living in 11J. You know what I'm saying? With the broken elevator. You know what I mean? It was no bread coming through. Hip hop was making no
Hey,
money.
yo.
All hip hop was in the park after dark, and then it was
After
after
dark was the
hours.
key word.
After Ben was
Oh
the anthem.
no.
He was
Ben
doing
Bodies
it
was
in the park,
that's
doing
the
it
anthem.
after dark. Oh
Yo,
yeah.
yo, you
Yo,
know what?
yo, this
Shout
is
out, shout out to Ron because when he see
Oh,
this, He's going to go
Why?
for
Wrong,
listening.
wrong about your mic. You don't get his band, but yo, let's move on.
Listen,
Yo,
ain't
what's
not, listen. I'm not here. I'm not knocking that community because I don't got it against them. I got people. I got family.
we're not knocking them. Just get some help,
I'm just
Hassan
talking
Nah.
Campbell.
about him specifically,
Hassan,
right?
get
But I
help.
just want. The boxing match ain't never gonna happen because Hassan don't leave his house.
Yeah.
Nah,
And it's
he
not
only leave his house
profit.
at
No,
8 o'clock.
hold on. It's not even that. If it was somebody who he probably thought he'd wash, he'd come out. It's not that. If you come out and you know Maino the lion put the paws on
Hand
you,
of God.
right? Listen, you
not even
done.
worth it. It's not
No
even
more
worth
tough
it.
guy content. No more I'm in these streets. No more nothing. No more nothing. No, what you gonna make content about? How you healing up in the
He's
hospital?
paranoid out here. He circled the
What you
block
gonna
like
do?
7 times. He
But
circled the he was on First Ave because you know Math Harvard was on First Ave in Harlem, right? So he before he even got to the barbershop, he made them circle the block like 7 times because he's so leery for all the stuff he running out of his mouth. If you a gangster, why you so leery? Why you got to circle the block 7 times,
He
man?
did keep Beanie Siegel.
yo, we gotta move to the next topic. But brother, get some help. And as Shawnee said, keep those acts nearby. Because Shawnee said never again. When Shawnee said, yo,
What else is this?
on a serious though, have y'all been keeping up with current events? What's taking place in Yemen, between Yemen and Iran? Trump dealing with the Houthis.
Nah,
The
nah.
last thing I saw
mean,
Trump do was Trump. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just saw Trump deport that Villa Swelling gang that was out
Oh
in
yeah,
Colorado that was going crazy,
yeah.
terrorizing the whole community. He sent them back to Venezuela. Sent them to the. You want to act wild here? Go to this jail over here and see how wild you get over there. Well, that's the toughest jail out there. I haven't seen nothing about no Yemen and anything like that. So you
Oh,
got to.
what took place was that he attacked this rebel force out in Yemen called the Houth. I don't know if I'm pronouncing right. The Houthis or Houthis. It's a group out in Yemen that has different Islamic ideals where they are mixing their ideals with political agendas. So basically, this group attacked some U.S. allies a few years ago. So he dropped a bomb on them recently, and he's talking
Only
about
thing,
he's gonna.
only thing I saw from Trump was that he made an app where people could deport themselves.
Yo, this is
hey, yo,
wild,
he
bro.
said make it easy on yourself, G. Cause if I gotta come get you, you know what that sound like? You know what that sound like?
Maybe
That
coming
sound
there
like
and
when
turn
you
that light
running.
off.
That sound like when you running from the police. You know what I'm saying? And they like, yo, if you make me run, I'ma wash you if I catch you. That's what that sound like to me, yo. Get yourself up, man. Turn around.
Nah,
Put
they're
your hand
ridiculous out
behind your
here.
back.
I be seeing the pit stops in the street, the checkpoints. They be on Third Ave looking for like
Word,
not only fake plates, but they also immigration be out there too, man. So they
Yo,
word.
really
ICE is yo, bro.
ICE
ICE
is
is
out here.
walking down the block, bro, in the middle
Yeah.
of the day.
I had to check myself. I'm like, I know I was
On
born here. I'm
third,
like,
yo,
make sure.
bro, you know where they at?
Yeah.
In Spanish Harlem, walking the streets, B.
Yeah.
The
You
thing about
yo,
that is, I'd be scared for anybody to speak to me in Spanish because people think I'm Spanish. And then if ICE walk past while you trying to ask me something in Spanish,
I'm
listen,
gonna keep
don't
it
even do that.
pushing.
You're not even playing like that, man. Relax,
Nigga
remember,
said,
He said, relax.
relax, relax.
He said, relax.
Yeah, my last name is Smith.
Oh, you part of my family then.
This makes
hey
sense.
yo, it was
Your last name is Smith.
My last name is Smith.
Part of my family then.
Yeah.
We all brothers. We on the leaf. I'm a leaf on your tree.
Hey
I'm
yo,
telling you.
that
What
is
that means is our
crazy.
family was on the same plantation, fam.
Exactly. That's
Oh
it.
man.
I was in the house. You
Yo,
was in the yard. That's it.
Oh, come on.
You damn right. I was definitely a Christian.
Listen, if that's the case, I was a rebel then. I was rebelling. I mean, showing out with rebelling. We was outside like,
Oh
we out of
yeah,
here.
we were outside of that
You
thing.
want to be Nat Turner.
On our way to Canada, baby.
Yo, let me say something
Stars.
real quick.
Smoking cotton.
That Emancipation movie is really good, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I like that Emancipation movie. That's actually a good movie with Will Smith.
The movie was fire.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it really, because I heard when people say, "Oh, it's not as good." I'm like, when I saw it for myself, I said, "Oh, this shit is kind of good."
It was
I liked
dope.
it.
People just said that because of the whole Chris Rock controversy.
Man, fuck Chris Rock.
Oh yeah, trying to put a good brother down.
I like Chris
man.
Rock too, but come on now. This is Will Smith we talking about. This
Hey
is
yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't like
60
I ain't like
Degrees of
Chris Rock.
Separation versus Pookie in New Jack City.
Yo, I
Come on now, let's not play.
ain't like
who does
Chris
what
Rock for
in that movie field. Now,
Huh?
let's not play that game.
Nah, I ain't like Chris Rock for.
But that was a good movie. But now, Trump is really
I think his
wild.
sound is off.
Oh, Shawnee?
Oh, because Shorty was trying to he was like still going like, baby, your sound is delayed.
Yeah, I like yo, nah, let him rock.
Yeah, let him rock. Let
him rock.
Go ahead, Mita.
Go ahead, Trav, rock out.
No, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
No, I was
Got
just
a
saying
Puerto
that.
Rican track.
Words. Listen, every day I get that. It's like, yo, you Spanish, me that papi. And they be talking to me in Spanish. I'm like, yo, if ICE come by here right now, they checking IDs. They gonna check my ID because you asking me something in Spanish, thinking I look Spanish. And there's no getting around it. It's like I can't get around it. But
Get
it
out
is
the
what it is.
Bronx.
Bro, they threw my hood like crazy. Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. Early in the morning, at 4 in the morning, yo, they taking all these ghost plates off the street, bro. They came through my block one day and scooped like 4 or 5 of them joints. Damn. So they no, he is serious about that, bro.
Yeah, they really out here, yeah.
Serious about that, man. Yo, I saw a commercial the other day. Matter of fact, it was earlier today on YouTube. It had this lady on it. She was like, yo, if you're illegal, yo, you could deport yourself now. Matter of fact, I saw the commercial for that joint clip. They was like, yo, you could deport yourself now. Like, don't make us come get you. Like, that's basically was the message, yo. Don't make us come get you. We come get you, it's gonna be bad, yo.
That sound like beef right there. Like we got problems.
Yo,
I told you, bro. He got beef with the way people view America. He don't got beef with the nations. He don't got beef with the nations. He got beef with the way people view America. You come here with one way, thinking one way, and thinking you just gonna take this joint over and all of that and knocking. It's just not happening, B. Not on his watch.
They're coming over here with these new gangs, and we
wanna
already
make
got enough
America white
gangs in
again.
here.
That's
Nah, we're
basically
not
what
having
it
it. And y'all gangs is
Hey, yo.
overdoing it.
Mr. Wilson, that's just like in Chicago. Them Chicago kids was talking about, ayo, these guys coming over here thinking they just gonna take over blocks. It was a quiet war. It was a very quiet war. They didn't talk too much about it because it wasn't black on black violence. This is black on whoever was coming through violence. Like, yo, nah, y'all not. Because they came through. They thought, you know how they do it in Chicago. Everybody beefing. You thinking, oh, yo, conquer and divide. Everybody in division. No, everybody concentrated on you for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? You forgot with Rondo number 9 and them went up 4 years ago having rocket launchers and all that. You forgot, yo. You gonna go beef with them and it's gonna feel like you right back home.
They gonna feel worse because you still a foreigner here.
Right, you still a foreigner here. You ain't nobody gonna help you. They gonna lay you on the street. That's gonna be that. But that was the end of that war. I heard they said, yo, they tried to wait for police to do something about it. Police ain't step up, man. Them boys stepped up, man.
Wow, bro. So what's going on? Who is this boxing cat? Edwin, what? Berlanga? I know another one. Go ahead.
Yo. So Berlanga. Yo, you haven't seen somebody celebrate a loss? I've never seen nobody celebrate a loss so hard in my life.
How much
Well,
Yo.
money
from
did he
time
get?
to time, but in boxing though, right? So your man Edwin, he fought Canelo not too long ago. Now, if you know anything about boxing, right now there's two big money fights in boxing. There's a
Canelo.
Javante Davis fight. You're gonna get bread, win, lose, or draw.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Canelo.
gonna get money in that fight. In the Canelo fight,
Right.
Yep.
win, lose, or draw. But 10 times out of 10, you're gonna lose because they kind of cherry pick. Either way, Edwin fought Canelo. He got a stupid bag for this,
Get
like
out
a
of here.
stupid bag,
Like 20
giant
mil?
bag. Oh my God, I can't put a number on it, but I know it was enough for him to go on a worldwide tour. By the big chunky, the big chunky Cubans, and he's
Oh
Spanish
yeah.
and he from New York, so he doing it. You know what I'm saying? He got the four wheelers out and he doing it. The problem with that is in boxing, we got to build you up. In boxing, you got to get built up. And so if you look at a lot of people's resumes, they didn't really go through the toughest of opponents until their name is known, right? So now they're in the way of trying to build up Berlanga, right? Okay, you fought Canelo, you people know who you are now. Maybe we can get some money off you. They went and grabbed. I showed y'all the picture, and you could, talk to me about it in the opposite way. But I swear to God, that guy got Down syndrome. Yo, I swear to
It's funny.
God, yo.
It's
Hey, yo, nah, y'all seen the picture. I swear to God, it's either that or they caught him in front of the liquor store, pissy drunk, you know what I'm saying? Down on his luck. Yo, you want to make 1,500? Yeah, come on, let's go. You want to make this 15,000, 20? Yeah.
Yo.
You got
You
the
know what I'm
Rocky
saying?
syndrome. You got the Rocky Balboa syndrome.
He got the, does do he ever? Rocky 12 at that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, what's wrong with him, bro?
You know what I'm saying? Your man came out. He made weigh in, which was amazing. But he came out. You know how like after a woman done had like two babies and then she start like working out, but she still got like the little flabby stomach. She getting it together. That's
Yeah.
what your man looked like. Your man looked like that with a body full of tattoos that the homie made on dust. You know how we throw these little tattoo parties on the block or whatever. The
Yo.
body tatted up with that. You know what I'm saying? One eye
Yeah.
looking at the other.
In your
I
man's
said,
kitchen?
yo,
By the
yeah,
window?
in your man kitchen. You know what I'm
By the
saying?
window,
By the
smoking a cigarette?
stove.
Smoking a cigarette? Yeah, let me get a bust down, son. Let me get a bust me down, bro.
Yo, your man come out there, man. He get washed in the first round. And it's like I understand building a fighter. I get it. I truly get it. But there comes a point, right, where it can't just be that obvious. Like it comes a point. It's like boxing gotta clean up, man, and it's kind of on the way to it. I don't know if y'all heard of this Turkey Al Sheik dude. Y'all heard of him?
Yo, I think,
No, not yet.
Clip, you heard of Turkey Al Sheik?
I think,
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So for those who don't know, Turkey Al Sheik, he like it's a Saudi with a lot of money who's trying to like take over boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
he's a
the thing
boxer
is,
or not or
no,
promoter.
he's
He just
he's
got
a
so he
like
got
a
bread.
a
yeah, he got
mogul.
the bag. Yeah, no, I don't know
Okay.
what he do. He Arabic, so you don't know. He from over there. Like
Didn't he
it
Okay,
buy
might be
got
WWE,
oil.
something like that? I mean,
No,
W.
he's trying to get in with UFC.
Okay.
okay.
You know what I'm
Got it.
saying? He in bed with Dana Carvey with UFC or whatever. Um, and I'm just saying this because fights like that is what's gonna allow outsiders to think they could take this beautiful sport from America, man. Like you have to understand how much money that brings here, how many Americans that sport feeds, and for you to try to come out of
That's a
nowhere and take
fact.
it is ridiculous. So right now, the fights in America have to be on point. Like this is serious. This is not just for the sake of entertainment anymore. This is for the sport staying home.
You're right.
Now,
Now I see why
yeah,
Javante said that. Javante said fighting overseas in the Saudis is dangerous. He's like, I'm not doing that.
I'm
Javante
not
was saying
doing
that.
that. They
Yeah,
don't
he said,
have any. Listen, they don't have any. sanctions. They don't have to report to Vegas. There's nobody
No,
watching him.
no regulations, nothing like that.
There's
Yeah.
no regulations. Listen, in his last fight, right, he threw with Shakur Stevenson, where he fought the electrician
Mhm.
because the Floyd kid got sick. Uh uh who was the main Betcha Biv and Bivol, right? Now, the first fight between Betcha Biv and Bivol, everybody thought Bivol won. The fight ends up going to Betcha Biv, right? So now this kicks up the rematch, and the rematch happens fast. So you got to pay attention to this. So you're trying to squeeze the money out of this situation. You
Mhm.
already robbed one person, and you had the rematch planned. So you're trying to make the rematch bigger. The rematch happens. Bivol, people see Bivol lost that fight, and he ends up winning. So it's like, yo, what is this circus that you got going on? And then, if that wasn't clear and present danger enough, he got caught actually fixing a fight in 4K. He had
Oh,
a
hold on.
personal boxer on this card.
Oh,
Turkey Al Sheik took a look at the official scorecard, went and told his boxer, yo, you're down 2 points on the official scorecard. So now that's blatant cheating. And it shows that you have a script for tonight. You have a way that you want things to go. So when you're doing that, you're messing up people like me. Like, I invest in sports. I love it. I mostly invest in baseball and in basketball, but I
sports
love
betting?
investing
You
in
be betting
sports.
online?
Oh, no, yeah, I love it. FanDuel. What?
Mm.
I'm up.
Well, I gotta learn about that, man. Yeah,
Oh, I could teach you. I
It
could
ain't
teach you. I
hard. I
got a
just don't.
technique. I could teach you. You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? I
It
bang
don't
it out.
seem hard. It just seems like
Nah,
it
it's
gets you for
difficult.
your money. That
Nah,
shit
it's, it's
seems
it's
like
it's
that's the
difficult.
trickiest way to they just robbing you. That
Yeah.
sports
Nah,
betting
it's
shit. I be
it's
seeing
it's
niggas at
it's
my
Don't bet.
job
difficult.
Don't go crazy in it. Just keep it light and low. Keep
Yeah,
it light and
That's
low,
I
difficult
hear you.
too.
and let
That's
it
I hear
difficult
build.
you.
too.
I be seeing
Like
that. I
like
be seeing niggas be betting on hockey and they don't even watch hockey. I'm like, yo, I know you don't watch hockey.
nah.
You don't own
But
a
I'm gonna tell you.
hockey
I'm gonna tell
jersey,
you
so I
something.
don't even
No, I'm
know
gonna tell you. I'm gonna
how
tell
you
you
losing
something.
your mind. That I know dudes at my job be going spending their rent money
Oh,
It's
on
big.
hockey.
It's
goddamn
big
shit.
money if you pop in hockey
Football,
though. It's
especially
it's it's
football
big
season.
money.
And then don't let Kevin Durant be talking shit about y'all. Because Kevin Durant
Dog.
don't care about none of that. He be like, yo,
That's
fuck
but
your
listen.
fan, dude. I'm not even gonna catch this rebound. Fuck it.
I
Nah,
wouldn't
but
bet
but
on him
listen.
anyway.
Nah, exactly. There's exactly, and that's what I'm saying. You do have to, just real quick, like just an off stamp. Just it is about discipline, right? It's straight up and down about discipline. It's straight up and down about probability. So there's
Mhm.
other things, there's other rules to this game that a lot of people just don't understand. They don't understand unit sizes. They don't understand how not to chase. They don't understand the probability of what's minus 130 and what's minus 220. And it's there's a science to it. Like, there's books on this. So I'm heavy into it. But needless to say, if the fights don't get, but that's why we need this Javante Davis, Lamont Roach fight. We need that rematch, and it's coming. I think we getting it this summer too. I think we getting it in
September,
June
June.
or July. No, we getting it this summer. They running it back. They running it back this summer. They talking about running it back in June or July. One of these J months coming up real soon, and that should really start solidifying boxing again. We got a big boxing match coming up here in New York City too.
Ooh.
Supposed to be in Alcatraz.
Just don't come out with Dipset no more. Shout out to Harlem, but don't come out.
Yo, yo. Before we get up out of here, right? Yo, do you guys ever heard of this dude? They call him Ninja Turtle, Aaron the plumber.
Yeah, that's my
I'm
guy.
not
Somebody,
feeling his energy,
He always
man.
ready.
yeah,
He always ready to
He
snuff
on the
somebody.
reality show,
Nigga,
right?
and
That's
he,
reality show do,
You
right?
gotta
yeah,
calm down.
yeah, like yo, he. I heard, I heard something about him and Whack 100 have something going on between them now, and I'm like, nah, this dude is.
listen,
Yo,
dude
Whack
be
on
slapping people. He be disrespectful. He be every time they be trying to test him. He swing on people. I like
Yeah,
that about him. Like, we're
He's
not
a
gonna play
no.
these
You know
games.
what though? He know what he doing though, bro. Like,
yeah.
if you ask me, I just don't like the show. But if you ask me, I definitely respect the show. Cause if he's gonna get the attention, like let's be real, he bulky, he dressed nice and so on and so forth, and he's smacking people, like, and he wild with his mouth. He gonna get the attention. Like, I don't see why he shouldn't bleed it. Like that's what people want nowadays. If he could provide it, bleed it, bro. I
And he
won't be paying
told Shorty,
attention.
I'm gonna take you to a 5-star restaurant, Jock in the box.
Jack in the box. Yo, look at
Shock is he? That's funny. That's funny.
And then she
No,
brought,
that's
and then
hilarious.
Shorty was like, I got a man anyway. And her man was there. His man ran up on him. He was like, what? And he smacked him.
Yeah, just like that. He like
I ain't gonna lie, yo. That is turning reality into entertainment. It was one of the most dangerous things.
absolutely.
I think. Yo, that was one of the most, and we could credit MTV for that, but I don't think they meant for it to go this far. Like, yo, this is one
Everyone's
of the
doing
most
it.
dangerous.
We got to credit hip hop legend.
Slave.
We got to credit hip hop legend. My girl, all Glocks down, Heather B, because she was the first chick to slap somebody on a reality show.
Yeah, had to be
I remember that.
on the real world.
He was the first one to pop off on the real world. Stop playing with me, shorty.
They're like, yo, do that again.
Stop playing with me, shorty.
Nah, man. Nah, man. I want to say I appreciate you brothers for coming out, man. For real, man. It was a beautiful show. My brother is tired. I'm about to go rest myself. Hassan Campbell, we pray for you. You get well. Hold jokes aside.
Yo, just seek help, bro, or
man.
be the
that
shining
get them
star for
soul-sonic
others who
force
need
out your
that
butt.
help, bro.
Like he said, get what? Get what?
Those sonic force out your butt.
You know what? With that being said, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. NYP Talk Show. I love my brothers, man. Y'all did it.
Love you more.
Peace to the God.
Peace.
God. Peace.
Yo,
Lord.
so Sonic. Yo, I'm done, bro. Yeah, yo, you're going to hell. You're going to hell, Clip. We out of here,
I
bro.
meet you.
Later.
Yeah.